People have recycled since forever ago. It's not a new concept by any means. However, it is a much larger issue now. Hey, it's the industrial age. Let's buy a bunch of shit because we can, and it's cheap, and things are everywhere. And then we can just throw it away and buy a new one, a better one, because we can, and it's cheap still. It can be referred to as culture of disposable goods. Easy to acquire a lot of stuff with it being more economical to simply dispose of it and buy more. Mass production is mass waste. But it used to be harder to buy new things and many people did small-scale recycling at home. Can't buy a new thing? Use an old thing. Make it new. That works, sorta. Great Depression. Can't buy stuff. Reuse stuff you have. World War happens. Need materials for war. Recycle your stuff for the cause. War ends. Recycling isn't cool anymore. Wait, now it is again, and is needed much more now. Large amounts of goods are produced, and that means large amounts of goods being dumped into landfills. There's plenty of room to put huge piles of trash on our planet. Yeah, but that's not healthy for the earth. Or nice. Nobody wants that. And it spits out methane. Methane leads to global warming. Bad. And wastes our natural resources to throw it away. Could have made new paper out of that old paper, but it's covered in garbage. Since 1992, China took 72% of the world's plastic waste, and just last year bought more than half of the scrap metal exported by the US. They were a large part of the world's recycling process. But in January 2018, they closed their doors to paper and plastic waste, and are predicted to altogether stop accepting any recycled materials. Knock knock. Who's there? America and our recycled materials. No, we don't want it. But why? You suck at recycling. But look how much stuff we brought you. No, but too many contaminants. We don't want it. Okay, bye. Then we had to start recycling it ourselves, so we brought it back to the US, and realized China was right. There are a lot of contaminants in our recycling. Contaminants are things that don't belong in the recycling that slow down sorting processes such as clothes, cables, tree branches, and the biggest no-no, plastic bags. Plastic bags get caught up in machinery and aren't able to be recycled with the rest of the plastic. There's actually a separate recycling process for plastic bags, but nobody knows. So they recycle plastic bags thinking they're doing good for the world, but really, they make it harder for recycle plants, who have been turning away recycling and sending hauls of mixed paper and plastic straight to landfills. Meaning you think you're recycling, being a good Samaritan, but it's all a lie. But it's just from being unaware. So you gotta learn, gotta start somewhere before we can make the world better. Get educated. Single-stream recycling is what most people are used to now, because it is the easiest for us to throw all recycling into one can and then bam, you've done your part. But there's limits. Some things can't be thrown into it. There's a whole process of sorting plastic from paper, from metals, from glass. After all that assortment, the materials are sent different places for the recycling process for each different recyclable material. And then, they become new things. So, plastic bags, the big contaminant for sorting machines. You might ask yourself, but plastic bags are plastic, and plastic is recyclable. Well, yes it is. It has its separate recycling process. Where do I recycle my plethora of plastic bags? Why, right this way, good sir. There's plastic bag recycling at most large grocery stores such as Kroger, Meijer, Walmart, Target, and more. Just look it up. It's not hard. Seriously, you basically have access to all the world's info in your back pocket. So just put your bags in more bags, and then bring them with you next time you go to a store. Recycling. So what are the best things to remember when you throw something into a single-stream recycling bin? Overall, recycle all bottles, cans, and paper. Keep items relatively clean. Don't mix plastic bags in with the rest of your recycle add. More specifically, do recycle plastics, bottles, jars, jugs, and tubs, tin cans, aluminum cans, steel cans, office paper, newspaper, junk mail, magazines, phone books, cereal and snack boxes, wine bottles, glass bottles, and jars. Don't recycle loose plastic bags and film, food waste, food-soiled containers, styrofoam cups, takeout containers, medical waste, batteries, light bulbs, fast food packaging, clothes, and egg cartons. So, these are the correct ways to recycle. But the best way to be eco-friendly is buy less disposable things. Buying or using recyclable materials gives people the false sense that it is good for the earth. Yes, it's better, but it's not like you're helping the world by adding more stuff to recycle. You don't always need a grocery bag, or straws, or plastic water bottles. Use less, recycle more, recycle better.